Hey guys, it's Suresh. Welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for tuning into another video with me today. Well, Barbie's birthday was last week. I celebrated with a 1997 doll, Serenade in Satin, last week, and I absolutely loved her. I think I mentioned a couple of videos ago that I was gonna spend most of my time this month looking back at Barbie collections from the 90s and the early 2000s. I really thought that that was when Barbie was at her heyday. So today we're gonna be taking a look at Spring in Tokyo Barbie doll. She is sporting a beautiful cream and navy colored suit, very Chanel inspired, if I do say so myself. She was released in 1999 and she was part of a fabulous little collection called City Seasons. There were dolls in Rome, in Paris, in London, in New York. And since spring officially starts next week, I thought what better time than now to start talking about spring. So Barbie is here. Her little purse has fallen off the little display that it was on, but no worries, as long as it's fine and in there, I'm good. I am adoring this box that Barbie comes in. It's a beautiful multi-shaped box here with a gorgeous window here in the front. We see navy on one side, cream on one side, and a very light embossing of cherry blossoms on the cream side. Barbie, of course, is front and center, beautiful. Spring in Tokyo here on the left-hand side with 1999 Spring Collection written down here at the bottom. And then on the back, we see a beautiful, beautiful photo of Barbie walking around in Tokyo. We see some cherry blossoms. We see a mannequin there at a store. We see a beautiful little Japanese sign there with a little lamp. She's on her way to a spring park party. She definitely does remind me a little bit of the boucle beauty that we saw in the Silkstone collection some years back. I'm obviously not mad at that. I know that Barbie and Robert Best have had a long-standing love affair with Chanel. Not a bad thing to be in love with, especially considering that Karl Lagerfeld passed away recently. You know, he was, of course, the godfather of Chanel and responsible for recreating the house to what we see today. So I think this is a perfect time to take a look at Miss Spring in Tokyo. All right, so I got the back open here. We see her certificate of authenticity in here. Oh wow, these are these really beautiful big certificates that we saw actually in the Givenchy Barbie, I believe. Gorgeissimo. We see the little reply card in here. We see her little warranty card. Wow, wow, wow. What a beautiful presentation, huh? What a gorgeous certificate of authenticity. I love that. And then underneath that, we see all of her trappings here that are holding her down. Ooh, and she has a square doll stand base. Isn't that chic? Okay, girl, okay. This, of course, makes me want to like go back and like search for every single 90s Barbie that I remember being in love with. So she lifts from her lid just like so. Ta-da! All right. Oh, and here is her little purse. Oh, so cute. Here is Spring in Tokyo Barbie fully dressed with all of her beautiful little accessories on. And you guys, she is magnificent. I mean, wow. If you love Chanel, if you love couture, if you love beautifully made skirt suits, this is a doll you absolutely have to check out. Oh my goodness. She just like screams classy couture, Barbie, just luxury, everything, right? Love this beautiful little wide brimmed hat she's got on. Wow, you guys, look at how beautiful this is. A gorgeous cream color silk du peony. I believe it is in a synthetic silk, obviously, but gorgeous all the same. Love all this jewelry. Look at her beautiful little bag. How cute. And then she has a ring on here. These were the good old days when Barbie wore lots of jewelry. Beautiful little pencil skirt here that is coming down right below her knee. And then look at these adorable little shoes. Oh my goodness. Gorgeous little T-strap shoes, navy and cream. Very, very much a Chanel touch. Here she is from the back. The craftsmanship is beautiful. I love, love, love. So neatly done. All the seams are nice and matching up. Just lovely, gorgeous. So her hat is actually like plastic tacked to her head. Oh, look at that veil, so chic. I'm thinking what I might do is, because these dolls are the same proportions as Silkstones, I'm gonna try this outfit on one of my Silkstones. I feel like that would be like really, really chic, right? This is what a fashion doll should be like, kids. Take note. Here is Spring in Tokyo Barbie in the buff so that you guys can get a better look at her adorable little 90s Barbie physique here. She has that very TNT style of body, indeed, and then she has a beautiful Mackie mold face here. This was the face that we saw on a lot of the 90s designer collector-esque dolls. Love, love. Obviously, you guys know this is my favorite face sculpt. There's her sweet little hairdo. We can see that some of that tape is disintegrating here around her ponytail there. So definitely will need to do a little bit of damage control, make sure that's taken care of. She does have little bangs there as well. They're very pressed down because the hat kind of came down and covered most of that up. But beautiful blue eyes, very 90s thin brows, gorgeous like fuchsia-esque pink lips here. Beautiful. Love her little white pearl, faux pearl earrings. I did leave her necklace on. It doesn't have an opening or a closing, so it has to kind of slip over her head there. So I just decided to leave it on so that you guys can see it. It's a 2-tier necklace there. It has little white faux pearl details to it. A gold-plated necklace it is with little bugle beads on it. Really pretty. Again, definitely has a very Chanel touch to it. Chanel was known for wearing these necklaces and creating outfits with this long kind of necklace that hit right above the waist there. Beautiful indeed. She does have a sweet little gold ring to match there, just like so. And then she has that imprinted panty that a lot of the 90s dolls had, just like so. And then scrolling down here, we see her sweet little feet. She does not have a mani or a pedi, unfortunately. That was not something that we saw in a lot of 90s dolls. I don't really know why, but I wish we would have. Maybe it's something to do with the plastic or rubber that they're in, you know? And then I did leave one of her shoes on this just so that you can see it on her little foot there. Adorbs, adorbs. And then in terms of articulation, she does lift there at the shoulder. She does lift her legs up there at the thighs, and then she does, of course, twist just like so. Her head moves around here as well. And then she does have the knees that pop back and forth. So that is definitely a very 90s touch. Definitely takes me back to my childhood. There she is from the back. Very much the standard 90s body that we are used to seeing. Here is her adorable little cream colored suit jacket here. Wow, such a beautiful little piece. I love this so much. It's a 3/4 length jacket, very much a la Chanel. Love the fabric composition. It's a beautiful cream colored silk du peony. It has lots of little details here we see in the front and along the bottom of the waist and the sleeves. A little bit of fringe happening here. So that has a very kind of raw, unfinished look to it, but also gives it some polish at the same time. We see some beautiful silk and grosgrain ribbon detailing here down the front and also on the cuffs. We see little gold button details here. They're not functioning buttons, but they definitely add a beautiful little touch to it. And then here at the collar, we see a gorgeous little navy blue silk ribbon tied in a bow, adorable. And then we see a gorgeous convertible collar here that pops up just like so. We can go ahead and unbutton the whole jacket. It opens and closes with 3 silver snaps just like so. There we get a better look at the collar. The collar also has that fringe kind of finish to it, which I love, love, love. Such a nice little piece of detail, right? I find that it adds so much just texture to this whole piece. The sleeves on this jacket are set in sleeves, so that is a really nice touch. The cuff here just feels nice and stiff. It's been finished off really beautifully. We see little ribbon detailing there as well. And then on the inside, we see, there we go. It is not lined, but the back of the fabric does have a nice little sheen to it, so it does look kind of like it has lining to it. All the same, we see the tailoring details here. It would have been nice to have a little bit of lining here to kind of, you know, cover all this up and give it a more finished look, but all the same, the finishings are nicely done. We see that all the finishes are complete with that very standard interlock stitch there, which we also call serging. So we see here that the tassel fringe portion, which we see from the outside here, is actually a trim that they have added along the hems. So that is really interesting. I like that they used that in such an inventive little way. It's cute, right? I like that it's just to scale for her. You know what I mean? That is like definitely my favorite part about that. Here in the back, we see a center seam going down the back. Here in the front, we see 2 darts coming down underneath her bust there to give the jacket some shape. Here is her beautiful little pencil skirt, and it also is in that same beautiful cream silk dupioni fabric. We see that same blue grosgrain ribbon detail here at the hemline, and then that fringe detail here as well. When we look underneath, we see the little trim there that is making that little fringe detail. Adorable. And then here in the back, we see 1 silver snap. We see some dart details here all across the skirt, both in the front and in the back. This is giving the skirt some shape. No slit or anything like that. There's no separate waistband here, but we see when we take a look at the inside here that the construction is simple but relatively neat. We see that same interlock serge stitch happening all the way down here in center back. Here is her beautiful little Barbie Collectibles tag there. The skirt is not lined either, but because the back of this fabric is indeed shiny, it sort of makes it look like it's lined in silk. Here is her sweet little hat. It's a beautiful wide-brimmed hat here in a navy, almost straw-like material. We see around the crown portion there a navy blue grosgrain ribbon that is tied into a bow. We see the netting going all the way around the brim of the hat here. It starts there at the crown, right underneath that grosgrain ribbon, and spills over the edge here. It's a very thick navy blue netting. Definitely adds a bit of mystery and allure to this outfit. Here is her sweet little purse. It has a little gold chain strap on it, a little gold bead here that we see is the same bead as from the front of her jacket. In terms of fabric, it feels like a navy blue silk, and it feels nice and lightweight. We see a little silver snap here, which when we open, ta-da, just like so. So I have to say, the purses aren't like the neatest little things. I think I felt this way in a previous doll from the same genre. They're not the neatest little pieces, but they are indeed adorable. Not lined or anything like that. Are her sweet little shoes, a beautiful T-strap pump here with the navy toe cap and the navy heel, cream colored shoe. Really has a very Chanel feel to it. So there we have it, you guys. This is the gorgeous Spring in Tokyo Barbie doll from the 1999 City Seasons collection. If you are a lover of Chanel-inspired clothing, if you are a lover of 90s Barbie, if you are a lover of collecting beautiful, true fashion pieces, you have to seek this doll out. She is so worth the money, and I am so excited to have her in my collection. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope that you learned something. Please be sure to give it a big thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe. Make sure to hit that little bell icon after the subscribe button. That way you guys are going to be notified every Thursday when I upload a new video. Find me on Instagram. I am at Suresh NY. That's generally where I post all my updates. And until I see you guys again, Barbie and I are headed over to the Arboretum. There is a fabulous pre-spring event going on there. The cherry blossoms are coming out, and we are so excited to celebrate spring and possibly have some fabulous vegan sushi afterwards. Wherever you guys are in the world, I hope you're having a fantastic day. Big hugs and kisses from me and Barbie here in Seattle. Mwah! And I'll see you guys again next Thursday for another video, okay? Bye!